From verdant hills to slowly greening slag heaps, a journey across the heads of the Valleys Road reveals a lot about Wales's past. But what about the future?
Proceed along the A465.
While it's argued Wales gets more out of the EU than it puts in, the decision facing every voter is far from straightforward. Bridget Rowlands farms above the Swansea Valley. Every year she receives thousands of pounds in subsidies via Brussels. But she argues the money is really British and shouldn't go through the EU in the first place.
So obviously the more area you've got, the bigger the payment is.
For Bridget, the EU also means a lot of rules and regulations. She's not convinced farmers really benefit.
My payment is down considerably this year, and by 2019 is going to be down considerably more. So the amount of money that I'm receiving, if I'm in or out, it's not going to have a significant impact upon me.
Head east and you come to some of the most deprived areas, not just in Wales, but in the entire European Union. Since the turn of the century, millions of pounds have come via the EU to towns like Ebbw Vale, which has lost its steelworks. The signs of spending are everywhere, but that doesn't mean voters here are desperate to stay in.
The issues that people are talking about when they're talking about the EU referendum don't seem to be about Welsh issues. They don't seem to really seem aware of the amount of money that Wales has received from the EU. They really seem to be focusing more on British-wide issues such as immigration, security and so on.
Only 2% of people here were born outside the UK. But for the voters we spoke to, immigration is the key issue.
The main concerns of people taking jobs and coming in, and with all the threats at the moment, is worrying, because you don't know who's coming in and they're not being vetted and stuff like that.
I think we're far too lenient and lax with immigration, and I think it should be tightened down.
It probably has an impact, but obviously you've got to have, immigration and, people coming in, and obviously yes, going out to other parts of the EU, so we can get jobs.
Over in Abergavenny, at the end of the road, they're desperate to keep every avenue open. The boss of this car parts company says he's already had customers like BMW and Audi in Germany asking him what's going to happen. Just the uncertainty is bad for business.
I think it's the fear of the unknown. There's a lot of ideas out there what could happen, but the fact is we're inside a marriage now which is working, well, why get divorced when there's no need to?
Wales can't choose its own direction in this referendum. It's the UK as a whole that will decide whether staying in or leaving is the right route to take. Hywel Griffith, BBC News.